Yeah.
All right, well, there is no question that kids are spending more time indoors during the winter months. And for my family, when we're not out on the volleyball court, we are looking at our screens. I feel like I'm like, get off your phones all the time.
Well, we've got a solution that'll get the kids off their screens and into the kitchen. And hopefully this will spark some interest and amazement in the wonder of science. As our It's Winter series presented by Rainy Lake continues, Kitchen Pantry Scientist Liz Heinecke joins us. Liz, it's always a great time to be with you.
So happy to be here. Yeah. I thought it would be appropriate to bring a static electricity experiment. We're all like getting shocked.
Like, the hair is all crazy.
So when it's dry, charges build up on things more easily because when there's moisture in the air, they kind of leak off of things and dissipate. But so if you touch a doorknob, that metal is going to have a big charge.
Boom.
Yes, but kids can play with this. This is actually a really old experiment that was done even hundreds of years ago, and not with a styrofoam cup, obviously. But they called it a versorium, but it's also a static electricity detector. So kids can you can poke a pencil through a cup, paper cup, styrofoam cup, and then fold a little piece of foil on top, put it over the pencil, and then if you take a balloon and rub it on your hair, charges will jump from your hair to the balloon, and a charge will build up on the balloon. And we know that positive, like charges repel, right? Opposite charges attract. So what happens in foil, electrons can move around easily. So as I bring this closer to the foil, can you see that?
Oh, wow.
Magic, right?
Oh my gosh.
So the opposite charges are going to this end of the foil, and the like charges are going to that end. But it's fun for kids. This is a great one for younger kids especially.
Oh my gosh, yes, because they're just in awe of how did that just
it's like
happen?
a magic trick, right?
Let me help your hair.
Oh, thank you.
Now it's static.
Yes.
It's static there.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking
But kids love to make their hair stand up straight up.
And I love that this is all stuff that we probably have lying around the house.
I'm trying to make it easy, at home fun.
We don't have to go
Kitchen
out and buy
Pantry
stuff.
Science, that's my thing.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got next here?
Okay, this is fun because it's kind of like a magic trick. There are 3 forces at play when you do this experiment. So I just took some small glasses that a card can fit over, filled them partway up with water. So it's kind of like we live at the bottom of an ocean of air, right? And the gravity even pulls on air. So this air pressure, you've heard of atmospheric pressure, is pushing down on it, it's pushing up on us, it's pushing on us from all sides. And you can take advantage of this and do a trick. I'm going to give each of you a card.
Okay.
Go ahead and grab a card.
Now, can I keep it close to the vest? We're not going to show you what I got?
No, you can show us, but each of you take a glass of water.
Okay.
And I took the easiest one because I have the small one. Completely cover the rim of your glass, okay? Make sure there are no holes.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, ready? Now flip it over.
Am I ready?
Yep, flip it over. Flip it over. Wait, you got this.
I got a leak.
Okay, now let go of the card.
No, I'm scared.
Let go of the card. Atmospheric pressure is actually pushing up on the card. Water molecules like to stick together, and they also stick to the glass, which is called adhesion. And all those physics forces together make it so you can hold the water.
Why are you my scientist?
Liz, I know. I've always wanted to be a magician. Now I feel like I have tricks up my sleeve.
Great.
So it's, kids, if you can have them do it over, get out a baking sheet, have them do it over something with the rim, and then they can
if
fill
there's
as
a
much as
little
they want.
pocket.
Okay, what's happening here?
Okay, if you have some old forks and you kind of cram the tines together like this, you push a toothpick through. Now this involves some flame, or it can, so you'll want parental supervision. But you see how I can balance it on this one spot on my finger?
Right.
Yeah.
Every object on Earth has something called a center of mass or a center of gravity. So in our bodies, it's kind of down here. So when you're playing sports, you want to stay low so you don't tip over, right?
Right.
So if you take a toothpick and forks like this and you set it on a glass, this point, the center of gravity is actually somewhere out here, beyond the glass, which is really
It looks like it's just teetering, but that's not going anywhere.
But that's what all the gravity acting on this object is acting on this one little spot. Now this is the fun part.
Fire! Watch out, hairspray!
So if you light these toothpicks on fire, I'm going to do it to both of them. You would expect these to fall off, right?
Yeah.
But what happens is the flame, as it gets to the glass will cool, the flame will go out. And even, you see there's just a little ash there? It looks like it's resting on nothing.
This isn't possible.
It's insane. But the center of gravity is way out here. So it's It's physics, but
So
it's
it
like
doesn't-
magic. It doesn't fall. Look, there's like it's resting
like
on
there's
like that much,
nothing.
like a millimeter.
Okay.
But
these
because
are-
of the center of gravity.
Because the center of gravity is out here, the toothpick's really light. It doesn't change the mass much when you burn a little bit of it off, so it stays.
It's almost like an
wild.
optical illusion.
These are
Yeah.
all in your physics for kids books at the end here.
These 3 are, yes.
Okay.
This water glass one is in my outdoor science book.
She's got so
but
many great
yeah.
books. Okay, we got time for one.
Okay,
more
really
here.
quickly,
What's
this
going
is
on?
fun. Okay, this is atmospheric pressure. We're gonna use atmospheric pressure. These are hard-boiled eggs. Like, you can't just push them in a bottle by yourself, but we're gonna use atmospheric pressure. Each of
Look
you,
at this cute egg holder.
each of you take a bottle.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna light these, and I'm gonna explain what's happening as it's happening.
Okay.
So we're gonna use atmospheric
fun.
pressure. Did both of those light?
I
To
think just one
push,
did.
to push these eggs up into the bottle.
Okay.
So go ahead and here, I'm gonna scooch these over. We'll just do 3 right now.
Okay.
I always do an extra in case one of them doesn't work.
Okay.
But I'm gonna move this out of the way. Okay, each of you put your bottle over the egg.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And what's gonna happen is the air inside the bottle is gonna heat up, right?
It's like sucking the
Okay,
egg up
Go ahead
here.
and lift it up. Once it starts to suck the egg up, lift it up.
Oh, snap!
When the candles go out, it cools off inside the bottle. Achilles is gonna go. It's going. It's going.
Pop goes the weasel.
The
Oh my
pressure
God.
lowers in the bottle, and the atmospheric pressure just pushes it up to the bottle with a very satisfying pop.
Wow, that's like
right?
a Jack in the Box.
I
Like,
know,
you just
I
don't know
know.
what it's gonna do.
Now you got to get it out of here.
Yeah, you have to shake it out and break the egg.
Liz.
I've used these about 100 times.
These are so fun.
Okay, if
you.
you get a cold snap or your kid is home or your grandchild, get this book and do all of
Making
these
science
things.
fun and applicable.
Yeah, and
you're
this has a lot
learning.
of science history in it too. So I write about scientists past to present. You'll learn about a lot of cool people. So
Liz,
yeah.
great job.
Always so fun
Thanks
with
for
you.
having me on.
Thank
We've
you.
got a link to buy her books, all of her books, on TwinCitiesLive.com.
We're back with more right after this.
That was so cool. It's winter, presented by Rainy Lake, north of the Twin Cities, gateway to Voyageurs National Park. Rainy Lake is your Minnesota vacation destination, spring, summer, fall, and winter. Plan your trip at rainylake.com.